I grew up in a pretty comfortable setting, suburban Connecticut, and my parents were college-educated intellectuals. My father was a psychiatrist. My mother taught sociology. These were people who were liberal. They had gay friends, and there were gay people at dinner parties, I remember, as a child. But you know, when you start to figure it out for yourself as a child that you are gay, and you know that that's something you're not supposed to tell, it has a way of isolating you, and slowly over time it becomes more and more like you feel alone. And even though you're sitting next to a gay person who is a friend of your parents, you feel alone because you can't even tell that adult that you're gay like he is, because you're terrified. And I remember when when I finally came out to my friends and they encouraged me to come out to my parents, everybody said, "What are you worried about? Your parents are liberal people. They have gay friends." And you know what? The truth is, you can never really predict how people are going to react. I'll never forget my father. My father probably saw hundreds of patients. Many of them were gay. He was one of the least judgmental people I've ever known. And he burst into tears. But through the tears, he said, "We still love you. This doesn't change anything." And I will never forget that. That was so powerful. That here was this man, obviously, like really upset. And I think the tears that he was crying were probably the tears of mourning the grandchildren that I wasn't going to give him or whatever. But like, he was crying, but then saying the right thing. And that really meant a lot to me. And it was, I think I came back to that image a lot through my young adulthood. I would remember it, and it would give me a kind of strength. Like, I would feel like, well, God, if this guy can be supportive and just solidly there, then maybe I can be there for some people. Yeah, no, my mother and I had a very close relationship all through my childhood and into my adolescence, and I was not as close with my father. And interestingly, she had a much harder time with the news that I was gay than he did. And I think I understand in retrospect that because our relationship was so much more intimate, it felt more like a kind of betrayal for her that I had not shared this major part of myself for a very long time. And so, because I came out pretty late. I came out after college. I was 22 years old when I came out to my parents. And I felt like that was pretty late. All my gay friends in college had already come out to their parents. The truth is, situations can change in the world that we're living in. Like, when I was in high school and college, there weren't shows on TV with a lot of gay characters. And people assume that just because there's a lot of gay stuff in the media, that it's going to make it a lot easier for you as a 16-year-old or whatever age you are to tell your family that you're gay. But no, it's not easier to tell them that you're gay. But I will tell you one thing. Once you speak your truth to the people who love you, everything in life gets better. Everything. It does get better.